The nation. The legislature at the national level, that is the level of the central government, is called the parliament. It consists of the president and the two houses of parliament, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Though president is an inseparable part of the parliament, he/she cannot participate in the discussions in either of the house of the parliament. The two houses of the parliament are called the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. Lok Sabha. Lok Sabha is the lower and the first house of the Parliament of India. Lok Sabha is the House of Representatives directly elected by the people. Hence, the Lok Sabha is called the first house. The members of Lok Sabha are elected directly by people from the territorial constituencies. The tenure of Lok Sabha is 5 years. The elections take place after every 5 years. These elections are known as general elections. However, there are examples when the Lok Sabha was dissolved before the completion of 5 years. Elections had in such a case are called midterm elections. Lok Sabha is the representative body of the citizens of the country. As per the Constitution, there can be a maximum of 552 members in the Lok Sabha. To ensure equal representation to all sections of the community, some seats are reserved for members belonging to scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. In case there are no representatives from the Anglo-Indian community, the President can appoint 2 members from this community to the Lok Sabha. Rajya Sabha. The upper and the second house of Parliament is the Rajya Sabha. The members of Rajya Sabha are indirectly elected. As the name suggests, Rajya Sabha gives representation to 29 states and 7 union territories in India. Thus, members of Rajya Sabha work as representatives of the constituent states. The total membership of Rajya Sabha is 250 members. Among them, 238 members are elected from the constituent states and union territories. Remaining 12 members are appointed by the President. These members are usually experienced and distinguished personalities from the fields of literature, arts, science, sports and social work. The members of Rajya Sabha are elected through the system of proportional representation. Rajya Sabha is never resolved completely, hence it is called a permanent house. 1/3 members of total membership of Rajya Sabha who have completed their tenure of 6 years retire after every 2 years and equal number of new members get elected. Any person contesting for the elections of Rajya Sabha must be an Indian citizen and he must have completed 30 years of age. Members of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha are known as members of Parliament, MPs. MPs try to resolve the queries and complaints of their constituencies by raising questions in the Parliament. Government allocates funds to carry out development activities in their respective constituencies. Functions of Parliament. After understanding the basics of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, we will now review their functions. Formulation of laws. In order to achieve welfare of the people and the objectives of the Constitution, the Parliament has to formulate new laws. Also, outdated laws are repealed. Necessary changes are made in some laws. The process of the formulation of laws has been described in the Constitution. In accordance to the procedures, the Parliament fulfills this primary and important responsibility. Control over Council of Ministers. The Prime Minister and the Council of Ministers are drawn from the Parliament and Parliament exercises control over them. There are multiple ways through which this control can be exercised. It is the responsibility of the Parliament to see that the Council of Ministers does not disregard the Parliament and functions under its supervision. Amendments to the Constitution. The Parliament decides whether to make any amendment to the Indian Constitution. The Constitution Amendment Bill is considered to be an important bill. The Parliament discusses why the amendment is required and decides whether to accept it or not. The Constitution mentions various ways of amending the Constitution. They are as follows. 1. Few provisions in the Indian constitutions are amended by simple majority of the Parliament. 2. Some provisions require special majority, 2/3 of the Parliament. 3. Few other provisions are amended by special majority plus consent from more than half of the constituent states. Speaker of Lok Sabha. In the very first meeting after the elections of Lok Sabha, the members of Lok Sabha elect a Speaker and Deputy Speaker. Lok Sabha functions under the guidance and control of the Speaker. Lok Sabha represents the citizens and the Speaker represents the Lok Sabha. After getting elected as Speaker, he/she has to conduct the business of the House in an unbiased manner. Lok Sabha members have some rights and privileges as the representatives of the people. The Chairman of Rajya Sabha. The Chairman exercises a control over the functioning of Rajya Sabha. The Vice President is the ex officio Chairman of Rajya Sabha. The functions of Rajya Sabha Chairman also include maintaining the discipline in the House, facilitating discussions, giving members a chance to speak, etc. How does the Parliament make laws? In our country, the Parliament is empowered to make laws. To formulate them, a certain system has been adopted. This system is known as the Lawmaking Process. A rough draft of the law is prepared initially. This draft or outline is known as draft proposal of the law or bill of law. There are two types of bills that are primarily introduced in House of the Parliament: Money Bill, Ordinary Bill. In order to be converted into an act, law, the bill undergoes following process. First reading. The Minister of the concerned department, ministry, or member of the Parliament presents the bill and briefly explains its structure while presenting it. This is called as first reading. Second reading. There are two stages of second reading. In the first stage, the objectives of the proposed bill are discussed and members in the House express their opinions on it. The supporters of the bill give favorable opinions while the opponents discuss the defects and faults in the bill. After the discussion within the House, as per the requirement, the bill is sent to a committee of the House. The committee report consisting of instructions and recommendations is sent to the House in order to make the bill flawless. Now, the second phase of the second reading begins. In this phase, the bill is discussed clause by clause. Members can suggest changes. After this, voting is taken in the House. Third reading. The bill is discussed briefly again during the third reading. Voting is taken for approving the bill. If the bill gets an assent by the required majority, then the bill is considered as passed by the House. The bill undergoes the same procedure even in the other House. After getting an approval by both the Houses, the bill is further sent for assent by the President. If there occurs a difference of opinion between Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha over a specific bill, the future of this bill is decided in a joint meeting of both the Houses. After the final assent and signature of the President, the bill is converted into the law and the law is made.